sticking it clean, still having a little bit of issue, going for the back. He is sticking it!
In the world of snowboarding, legends are born from passion and perseverance. Two names that define greatness in the sport are Travis Rice and Terje Hakonsen. Each has carved their own path through the mountains, but only one can claim the title of greatest of all time. Terje burst onto the scene in the 90s, captivating audiences with his effortless style and record-breaking feats. He became a trailblazer for a generation. Meanwhile, Travis Rice redefined snowboarding in the 2000s with his innovative approach to backcountry riding and cinematic storytelling. Today, we're on a mission to compare their incredible journeys, from epic competitions to unforgettable video parts. We'll dissect their achievements and influence on the sport. By the end of this exploration, we'll be left with one burning question: who is the GOAT of snowboarding? But before we get into this, it's important to understand how they both started their journeys. Terje Hakonsen made his mark in the 1990s, quickly establishing himself as a dominant force in snowboarding. He was just a teenager when he began competing, and it didn't take long for him to capture the spotlight. With his smooth style and technical tricks, Hakonsen became a fan favorite and a competitor to watch. His early success included winning multiple titles at events like the US Open and European Championships. But it wasn't just about winning, it was about being fast, smooth, and stylish while going big, like at the Mount Baker Banked Slalom, which is a legendary event deeply rooted in snowboarding culture. And Terje's effortless style on a board made him stand out in this prestigious competition. On the flip side, Travis Rice emerged in the early 2000s as a fresh face in competitive snowboarding. He quickly gained attention for his unique style and creativity on the slopes. While Hakonsen was already a household name, Travis was just beginning to carve out his own legacy. Travis's big breakthrough came at the Snowboarder magazine Superpark contest at Mammoth Mountain in 2001, where he launched a backside rodeo across a 117-foot gap jump that immediately caught the attention of the snowboarding world. This impressive performance set the stage for his next major achievement at the 2002 X Games, where he won gold in slopestyle. His performances at events like the Arctic Challenge showcased his innovative approach to competition, pushing boundaries that many thought were impossible. His fearless style quickly earned him respect among fans and fellow snowboarders alike. As they both navigated their formative years in snowboarding, one thing became clear: each rider was destined for greatness, but they would take very different paths to get there. Now, let's dive into some of their epic competitive achievements. This is where things get really interesting. Hakonsen's competitive record is nothing short of legendary. In the 1990s, he was practically unbeatable. He snagged 3 ISF World Championships from 1993 to 1997. But Terje didn't stop there. He dominated the European Championships, winning the halfpipe contest 5 times and the US Open 3 times in the early to mid-90s, racking up titles like they were going out of style. One of Terje's most iconic competitive moments came at the Mount Baker Banked Slalom, where he won 7 times throughout his career, making him the winningest male in the contest history, pulling tricks that pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Now let's shift gears to Travis Rice. While he came onto the scene a bit later, his impact on competitive snowboarding has been no less significant. Travis's approach to competition was different. He didn't just want to win, he wanted to revolutionize. Travis is a 3-time gold medal winner at X Games, where he wasn't just another competitor, he was making waves with every trick he threw down. He has also been given the Ride of the Year award by Transworld Snowboarding and Snowboarder magazine, and has racked up 30 Grand Slam titles over his career. But Travis's competitive legacy goes beyond just winning medals. He's been instrumental in creating new competition formats that push the boundaries of what's possible in snowboarding. The Natural Selection Tour, which he founded, is a perfect example of this evolution. This event combines backcountry freeriding with freestyle, creating a competition that truly tests all aspects of a rider's skill. Both Terje and Travis have left an indelible mark on competitive snowboarding. Terje set the standard for technical excellence and style in traditional competitions, while Travis has pushed the sport into new territories, blending competition with adventure and creativity. As we tally up their competitive achievements, it's clear that both riders have reached the pinnacle of the sport, but in very different ways. Terje dominated the established competitive scene, while Travis reshaped what competition could be. It's like comparing apples to oranges. Both are incredible, but offer something unique. Now, let's talk about innovation and the impact both riders riders have had on the sport of snowboarding. This is where their legacies really start to shine. Terje Hakonsen has always been a pioneer in snowboarding. His influence goes beyond just winning competitions. He has played a crucial role in shaping the sport itself. Terje was one of the first snowboarders to push for better equipment and board design. He helped develop boards that were not only functional, but also enhanced performance. His designs have influenced countless riders and brands, setting new standards for what a snowboard can do. Moreover, Terje's advocacy for snowboarding's inclusion in the Olympics was pivotal. He understood that while competition is essential, it should never compromise the sport's core values. His stance during the Olympic debates highlighted his commitment to preserving what makes snowboarding special, its roots in freedom and creativity. On the other hand, Travis Rice has taken innovation to a whole new level with his approach to big mountain riding. He didn't just want to ride, he wanted to redefine what it meant to ride in the backcountry. Through his films like The Art of Flight and The Fourth Phase, Travis has showcased not only his incredible skills, but also the beauty of snowboarding as an art form. Travis has also been instrumental in changing how snowboarding is presented to the world. His cinematic vision has elevated snowboarding films into a genre of their own, blending stunning visuals with heart-pounding action. He's shown that snowboarding can be as much about storytelling as it is about tricks. Rice has also significantly influenced snowboard design through his collaboration with LiveTech. The T-Rice Pro and Orca models exemplify this impact that he has had on board design. Travis Rice and Terje Hakonsen have not only redefined snowboarding through their riding, but also through the competitions they've created, which reflect their visions for the sport. Terje co-founded the Arctic Challenge in 1999 alongside Daniel Frank as a rider-driven alternative to corporate-controlled events. Designed to celebrate creativity and push boundaries, this competition became a cornerstone of the Ticket to Ride World Snowboard Tour, offering a platform for riders to showcase their skills in innovative formats. Similarly, Travis Rice launched the Natural Selection Tour in 2008, a groundbreaking backcountry competition series that blends freestyle creativity with big mountain riding. Unlike traditional contests, Natural Selection highlights snowboarding's roots in nature while testing riders' adaptability and style in unpredictable terrain. The event quickly gained traction as one of the most exciting formats in modern snowboarding. Both competitions reflect the style of their creators. Terje's emphasis on rider autonomy and progression, and Travis's focus on innovation and showcasing snowboarding's connection to the natural world. Both Hakonsen and Rice have made lasting impacts on snowboarding culture. Hakonsen through his pioneering spirit and advocacy, and Travis through his creative storytelling and cinematic contributions. Their innovations have not only changed how we see snowboarding, but also how it is perceived by outsiders, making them cultural icons beyond just their athletic achievements. As we look at their legacies, it's clear that both riders have shaped snowboarding in unique ways. Hakonsen laid the groundwork for technical excellence and style, while Travis expanded the horizons of what snowboarding can be, both on and off the mountain. Now, let's talk about some of the most jaw-dropping moments that have defined the careers of these two snowboarding titans. Terje Hakonsen set a jaw-dropping world record in 2007 when he soared an incredible 9.8 meters over 32 feet above the top of the quarter pipe. This feat wasn't just about height, it was a statement showcasing Terje's unparalleled skill and fearlessness. Beyond his aerial feats, Terje's impact on snowboarding goes even further. His unique style in the halfpipe revolutionized the sport, setting a new benchmark for what was possible. At the 1998 US Open, Terje delivered a run that left spectators speechless, not just for its technical difficulty, but for how he transformed snowboarding into an art form. Travis Rice has redefined what's possible in backcountry riding. During filming for That's It, That's All in 2008, he tackled massive jumps in Alaska, blending freestyle with big mountain riding. This innovative approach opened new possibilities for how riders could interact with terrain and pushed boundaries for the entire sport. Travis further cemented his legacy with The Fourth Phase, released in 2016. This groundbreaking film wasn't just about big lines and big drops. It followed an epic journey around the North Pacific, exploring remote locations from Japan to Alaska. By combining breathtaking cinematography with mind-blowing riding, The Fourth Phase redefined what a snowboarding movie could be, blending adventure with environmental awareness. These moments exemplify how both riders have left indelible marks on snowboarding. Terje pushed physical limits with his skill and fearlessness, while Travis expanded the way we experience the sport worldwide through his creativity and storytelling. Together, they represent two distinct but equally impactful paths in the evolution of snowboarding. Both Terje Hakonsen and Travis Rice have left lasting marks on snowboarding culture, shaping the sport in unique ways. Terje Hakonsen's influence on snowboarding culture is profound. He emerged as a dominant force in the 1990s, becoming not just the best-known Norwegian abroad, but an international pop culture icon. Hakonsen's impact extends beyond his competitive achievements. He challenged traditional sports culture, representing a shift towards more play-oriented, globally focused attitudes in sports. His boycott of the 1998 Olympics and criticism of the IOC sparked debates about commercialization and values in snowboarding. Hakonsen wasn't just a competitive freak. He has some epic movie parts like in The Hakonsen Factor, First Descent, and That's It, That's All. His flowing style across all terrains revolutionized snowboarding technique, leaving an enduring legacy. Travis Rice, while entering the scene later, has also significantly shaped snowboarding culture. He redefined backcountry riding, blending freestyle with big mountain terrain. Rice's groundbreaking films, like The Art of Flight, elevated snowboarding cinematography and storytelling to new heights. The Natural Selection Tour introduced a new competition format that celebrates creativity and all-around riding skills, further solidifying his role as a cultural innovator. Both riders have influenced snowboarding beyond their riding. They've advocated for the sport's core values and authenticity. Their innovative approaches to competitions and media have expanded snowboarding's reach and appeal. They've also inspired generations of riders, pushing the boundaries of what's possible on a snowboard. Hakonsen and Rice represent different eras and aspects of snowboarding, but both have been instrumental in shaping the sport's culture, values, and progression. Their influence extends from technical innovations to broader cultural impacts, cementing their status as true legends of snowboarding. Now that we've explored the careers, achievements, and impacts of both Terje Hakonsen and Travis Rice, it's time to tackle the big question: who is the GOAT of snowboarding? Let's break it down. Terje Hakonsen Pros dominated competitive snowboarding in the 90s, set world records, and pioneered many tricks. Influential in board design and equipment innovation, a strong advocate for snowboarding's core values. Cons: less involved in the modern era of snowboarding, focused primarily on traditional competition formats. Travis Rice Pros revolutionized backcountry and big mountain riding, created innovative competition formats like Natural Selection, produced groundbreaking snowboarding films, continues to push the boundaries of the sport. Cons: entered the scene later than Hakonsen, less dominant in traditional competition formats. Terje Hakonsen and Travis Rice have both left indelible marks on snowboarding, each representing different eras and aspects of the sport. Hakonsen, the undisputed king of his era, set standards in competitive snowboarding that many still aspire to today. His exceptional skill, pioneering tricks, and dedication to snowboarding's core values have inspired generations of riders. Travis Rice, on the other hand, has redefined what's possible in snowboarding, especially in the backcountry. He has brought the sport to new audiences through his innovative films and events, transforming snowboarding with his approach to backcountry riding and cinematic vision. Comparing these two legends is challenging, as they represent different facets of snowboarding. Hakonsen embodies the pure, competitive spirit of the sport's early days, while Travis represents its evolution into a more diverse, creative pursuit. Both have pushed boundaries and enriched snowboarding in their unique ways. So who's the actual GOAT? We're not sure, but this video on Travis Rice might help you decide, so you'll want to check it out and then let us know your thoughts. We hope you have enjoyed this video on two of the best to ever strap into a snowboard. Please come back to check out our other videos on all of the action sports heroes we all love.